If you live closest, Lucy Man, I'd come and get some.
Step back, LAPD. What's going on?
That son of a bitch Hammond has jammed the door.
And who are you?
Carlo Arcaro, I'm his manager.
I'm his trainer. Interesting attitude to have.
Wait, Victorious? We had an arrangement. We had a goddamn arrangement!
Oh, I won't bother watching her, man. She's
Bastard was
fucking
paid to take a
absolutely
nap.
horrendous.
You reneged. You were out of pocket? Damn right. Me and a couple hundred other people. Stand aside.
So aggressive and...
He squeezed out the window. I'll put an APB out on him. Why would we do that? He won the fight fair and square. To prevent him from getting clipped. He was paid to flop. There was big money riding on this. So are we here because you lost money, or because we're investigating a prize-fighting racket? Very funny. Look around and see what you can find. Which is Hammond's locker?
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
Hey Swag, how are ya? Welcome to the stream.
Excuse your age just watching.
What?
Nothing?
Hey, stop saying shit about me.
By R&I. Plus a bunch of names and odds. You're not the only one who likes a flutter, Roy.
Optimistic, Cole. Don't think this is any use to us.
I better put my fucking controller on charge.
I know, I need to do that. Mine popped up with a fucking warning. What was it?
I tried to play this game on the PS3, but it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, she was shit at it.
I wasn't. Shut the hell up. Thank you, Lucy. Welcome to the stream. How are you, girl?
You look troubled.
Nice.
I'm in a...
Can I help, Courtney? Is it mud?
No, doctor. That's okay. Do I have your professional confidence?
Whatever you say, we'll never leave this room.
Yeah, most probably a bit less than 4 hours, depending on if you can get a direct train.
My old unit into doing something.
None of them fuckers that stop at every fucking station along the way.
I guess I did it for the wrong reason. For short-term gain. We came home from China on the Cool Bridge.
Morphine robbery.
That was us. I thought I could get the guys a fair share. Some sort of benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war. Those guys deserve it, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure they do, Courtney. But the deserving aren't always rewarded.
Hey, Otto. Thanks for hitting that like.
We shifted our stuff onto this mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up all over town. It wasn't meant to be like this.
The presumption is rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor.
You see in this trace, man, this is how you fucking get through all this shit.
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the morphine?
No, they don't. We doled it out, hoping we could control it.
Are they pressing you for further allocation?
That's the polite way of putting it, Doctor.
I may be able to help you, Courtney.
Thanks, Doc. It helps just to talk about it.
I mean, I have a solution that will help you financially and salve your conscience.
I'm all ears, Doctor.
I will transact to take all the narcotic off your hands. You can Rest assured that it will all be medically administered. I will use the funds that I no longer require for the purchase of medication and invest them in housing developments.
Housing?
The developments in question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties. Your investment will benefit those that you care for most. Does this arrangement meet with your approval?
You're a magician, Doctor.
Yeah, hashtag go back to sleep, Oro. Oh, I can be rude.
You better find that cocksucker and you bring him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take the flop.
I guarantee that you will be fish food if you don't bring me... Roy, you out of pocket too?
Mickey? Seems that way.
Don't worry about it. My boys are out looking for him.
Well, you'd better call them off. This is a police matter now. If anything happens to Hammond, I'll testify that you made threats against him.
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Cole Phelps? Mickey Cohen. I know who he is, Roy. I, met his brother-in-law. I think you had the mixture pretty scared back there.
So can I, but I'm not stooping down to that level and throwing people under the bus. One, I've not thrown anybody under the bus.
Operator, give me dispatch.
But Oro, the best thing you could do is leave the stream.
Phelps, 1247.
Not you.
Hey?
Not you, Sam.
What are you on about?
I need an address
Oro.
for the following phone number.
Fuck you,
AL345.
Oro.
The address for the phone number is the Hotel El Mar, 6294 Leland Way, Hollywood.
Thanks for your help.
No.
You know the place?
See, you don't say things to people's face, that's the thing, and that's what I find so funny.
So what next? Hammond's Hotel. Let's roll.
You seem to have a pretty cozy relationship with Cohen and Stompanato.
Do I note a hint of reprimand in your tone, detective? Talk.
Look out!
Do I note a hint of reprimand in your tone, detective? Talking to gangsters comes with the turf. You should try out Mickey's place. He's got a haberdasher's up on Sunset. See if he can get you out of those old man's clothes that you slink around in.
It's a front for his illegal activities.
Yeah, what do you want?
LAPD. We're making inquiries into the whereabouts of an Albert Hammond.
No one here by that name.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. This isn't the sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me.
Wow, that looks like a
Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down.
Winston Churchill. A very patriotic Englishman is staying in room 207.
The old bulldog. Even at a flop house, Adley can't get out from his shadow.
I was married by a German.
Door's unlocked. Looks like he's had a broad up here.
He must be heading home. You know, I hope he makes it.
That crooked son of a bitch? No chance.
Does Albert have somebody special? I didn't see anyone in his corner at the fight. I guess a fighter has plenty of time on his hands between bouts.
Insta-heat. Adrian Black's product of choice. Seems like a lifetime
ago. Nothing, Otter. I just thought I would say it.
Candy has expensive taste. Albert has his work cut out for him.
Who's Candy?
Candy Edwards.
Oh, shit.
The lady who filled out this coupon. Looks like Albert has been doing some homework. 11 grand would be a nice little nest egg.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
What's this angle if he has a real love interest?
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
Heavens!
You know the
Well,
way. You can
did you
drive.
give me the dislike
Do we
then,
know
Otto,
where we're
for telling
going?
you to fuck off? You passed your driving test. Nice one, dude.
So, you
Nice one.
boxed in the Marines?
We all did. Standard training.
I can't imagine you ever played dirty.
The only prize for taking a fall was 1,000 push-ups.
Oh look, it's disappeared. Must be Choo Choo.
We need to know which room is Candy.
It's okay, I got a dislike as well.
Huh?
I got a dislike as well, it's okay.
Oh, mine's disappeared now.
Mine's probably from Oro.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Candy Edwards.
Apartment 7. You take the outside stairs by the parking
What
lot.
up the
and turn
game?
left
How's
at
it
the
going?
top. You friends of the Italian guy?
Italian guy?
Yeah.
It's most probably Choo Choo giving me his love.
I didn't like the look of him, but Candy has some funny friends.
Don't mind the dislike. Enjoy the view.
Candy broad must be as Swedish as sounds. All these gentlemen callers.
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good.
Solve that big case.
Give it up, bitch.
Sounds like we're missing
He's
all
gone
the
and
fun.
fucked
Get
both
in
of us,
there,
and you know
Phelps.
where he's hiding. Now tell me
Don't
where
tell
he is before
Shelby
I
that.
cut you.
But I won't tell her that.
Like hitting women, do you? This isn't gonna end well for you, friend.
She's got it out for everybody at the minute, man, Otto. She's
I got it for
picking on me.
nobody.
2 days on the trot, man, she's been picking on me.
I'll be picking on you.
See, look at him, man, she's picking on me already.
No, I'm not. You liar.
Right, well, while this is flying there, I'm going to go and put my kettle on and have a quick pee.
You know I love you, fishy.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers? Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
You better run, sir.
She's leaving town.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Take him in there, side. Take him in.
Doesn't tell me anything. Nothing significant.
Show him the love.
Single ticket, one way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio. Scania sails from New York. Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger.
Virgil
You know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
Save it for the suckers, Candy. Albert won big. He may not have told you, but you don't strike me as the type who leaves town when there's money to be had.
Call me anything you like, Flatfoot. I'm done with this burg and all the cheap chiselers who live here.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Your friend Carlo seems to be looking for them too.
Carlo
Well,
is no friend of mine. He's no friend
I've
of
got my
Albert's.
tits out, Otto, because I'm sat here
leaving
completely
town, Miss
naked
Edwards?
streaming.
Yes, I'm going straight home.
This is
Albert
a
is going
naked
home by
stream.
boat as soon as he collects his winnings. I know you're going to meet him.
Albert is going
So-
to collect nothing. You'll be lucky if you can get out of
There
town.
are, and I'm
How will you
twerking,
fare any better?
tickling my
They already
nipples,
believe you're in on it.
Hell, I know you're in on it.
You can
Yeah.
think what you want, Buster.
twerking while
I'll take
pinching my
chances.
nipples.
I got a few errands to run, and then I say adios to this dump.
And
Get out of your way, Candy.
dude, just as I said that, I'm twerking and pinching my nipples, one of the fucking NPCs on the fucking game just started fucking laughing and said, "That's funny."
And get rid of that pig sticker.
Oh man, hold on. We get back in there and I'm gonna fucking save that clip.
Bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy.
Oh,
I'll handle this.
alright, hold on. Turn that light off.
Bad people are looking to
Save
hurt
that.
Candy, and yet she's not heading straight for the train station.
Oh,
I
that was
smell a
good.
payoff. I say stake her out. See where she goes. Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Going for gold. With Matthew Kelly.
Fuck off.
No.
Not you, I'm speaking of the game.
That's
Not
a bit.
caught.
It's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
What?
Tail this broad. Don't let her get
Talking
away,
to
but
the
don't
game.
get spotted.
Shut
I'll
up,
bring up the
fish.
car behind you.
You're losing your marbles.
You're a dick.
Shelby's losing it. We'll have to get the guys in the white van with that padded.
Shut up, or I'll be putting you in a nursing home.
Who says I'm not already in one?
True.
You know. See, nobody knows where I live, so you don't know.
I do. I know where you live.
Si knows where I live.
I don't know the address, but you've told me.
It does say nursing home on it.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
I fucking had. The fuck did she see me when I hid? Fucking bitch.
Oh, this is a good bit.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get
What's a
away,
good
but don't
bit?
get spotted. I'll bring up the car
Oh,
behind
this
you.
that I'm on there. Superstitious. Lighting on the wall. Well, that went a bit too far. No, easy guys, man. Fuck.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail. What are you, a linebacker?
Watch it.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
That's that cop.
Fuck off!
Fucking eye from me, bitch. Ow. Man, I was sipping my tea. Sipping on my gin and juice. You want some pizza? Mm. Now that is what you call a good goddamn grenade. Ooh, nearly fucking ran off the edge.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Your friend is golden brown.
Bookmakers? Yes. Surprise, surprise.
Barbecue meat feast pizza would be nice.
Oh, that looks like a beauty.
A blonde woman just came in here.
She went out the back way. Said she was being watched.
How much did she collect?
$3,600. She cleaned me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
You got it. I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on that one. Huge plunge on Galahad, and then Hammond knocks the bum out.
So she collected the money and went out through the back door?
Nope. She made a phone call over there, wrote something on a notepad, and then left.
What are you doing? An old intelligence trick from the Marines.
Hey, average gamer, welcome to the stream. How are you?
He's alright. He's not bad. He's just an average gamer.
We know where she's headed. Let's get moving.
Hey, don't mind me.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Hammond backed himself to win.
And Candy is picking up the winnings. Smart play.
Question is Candy collecting on Albert's behalf, or is she cheating him too?
Car 11K, 11 King. Further to your request, Bunko Fraud has 3 known bookmakers operating out of storefronts in the Hollywood area. Thrifty Liquor, 6106 Santa Monica, the Examiner Drugstore, and a Max Spirits at 1658 North Cherokee. KGPL clear.
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD.
Relax, Cole. You just have a blonde in here, Mervyn?
Sure did. I'm just about to close up. She took me to the cleaners. 4,000 clams and change.
How long ago did she leave?
Maybe 5 minutes. Called a cab. Asked for a number. I told her there was a card over there by the phone.
Yellow cab. We need to get after her, fast. Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Go on, give me a clear shot.
Can you connect me to the Yellow Cab Company? Hollywood 2187, please. This is Detective Phelps, LAPD. You dispatched a cab to 1487 Ivar Avenue, Hollywood.
Yes, sir. Send 1 round from the pool.
Do you have the number of that cab?
Number 179.
Thanks.
We're done playing around. Get Mervyn to give us an address on Ray's place.
You have any idea who Ray is?
Sugar Ray?
Not now, Mervyn. Cole doesn't have much of a sense of humor at the best of times.
Ray runs a shop up on North Cherokee Avenue, just south of Hollywood Boulevard.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right, where to?
This broad's planning on cleaning out every bookmaker in town.
Hammond needed to make sure he was getting a bigger payday than if he'd taken the flop.
Never trust the limeys, especially where a fight's concerned. A mistake we can't seem to stop making.
That's the cab waiting up ahead. She's not in the car. Don't get too close.
She must be inside.
We're on the move again, Cole. After her. Don't lose that cab. Can you quit driving like a jackass already?
How many stops is she gonna make?
Easy, Cole. Better back it off.
Are you trying to mow them down? Hammond is full of himself, being this sure he was gonna win.
Fucker. I'll take close there. I fucking hate driving.
Waiting up ahead. She's not in the car. Don't get too close.
Oh shit.
She must be inside.
We're on the move again, Cole. After her. Don't lose that cab. Too close, Phelps. Way too close.
How many stops is she gonna make? Hammond is full of himself, being this sure he was gonna win.
You got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps. Whoa, back off before we get made. That ought to do it. Now get back in close.
That bitch is giving me what I'm owed. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
Pull over. She's heading inside.
Oh man, fucking is cold.
I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with
Let's live in
Make sure you
Australia,
don't let her see you.
Benidorm. Yeah. Place like that where it's always warm.
You bastard.
Pull over. She's heading inside. I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
A skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer and a mop.
Oh. Fucking hell.
Very rare that we would get any snow.
Pull over. She's heading inside.
Everywhere else in the country, most probably snow, but we get rain.
Same.
I think I
We
just saw
don't get
Hammond.
snow.
I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
Oh yeah, it will come back and it will go again, it will come back. But, you know, whoever it is, I'm not bothered because they're giving me the view at the end of the day. And that's what counts, not the dislikes or likes.
Call an ambulance.
It's all about the view. So, thank you for the view. Whoever's doing the dislike, cringe, orca, choo choo, Captain Dick Jack, you know, whichever one it is, you know.
Together a manhunt for Hammond.
I don't mind.
He got the money, right?
Looks like it.
A tough bird, our limey friend. Using his girlfriend as the bag woman and then getting greedy over the split. He won't make it out of town.
That's how you see it?
I told you that cocksucker was a crook.
.32 caliber. One shot fired.
Oh, yeah. No, I like that. That's a nice chest piece, we'll have that.
The Egyptian Theater.
So, what now? The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on. I'm at a loss.
Hammond must be hiding out in the theater. Let's get there and square things up.
Yeah.
Can you drive to this one?
Where are we going?
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
Poor girl. Half the precinct aren't taking a vacation this year because of her. You need to leave town a lot quicker than that if you decide to screw over Mickey C.
This seems like a long shot. Aren't they all?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. The revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a bitch.
He stabbed her. I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker. You think he got the money, too?
Come on, Roy. We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
Good orbit.
Why'd you kill her, Carlo? Your gripe was with me.
She was collecting the money for you. Mickey made it clear it was either me or you, and I intend to keep on living.
Look at that fucking 83 and 86 of them.
She stole those betting slips. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up, just like she set me up. Just like my manager set me up. Everyone wanted me to take a dive. Everyone wanted me to take a short money. It's for the best, kid.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself, so did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money, all I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
Ooh, quite like that. I think we might have to go with that one. I just can't remember what it was now. That one.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
You're making a big mistake, Arcaro.
Keep moving.
Throw out the gun.
Come on, Cole. Carlo's a dead man. Hammond, too, when I find him.
Stay down. You're clear, stop.
Rock show, at the rock show. She said what, and I told her what I don't know.
Where are you? You limey cocksucker.
Find some cover.
Oh, let's have a sip of tea.
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down, Roy.
That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money.
Catch.
Oh,
Scania sails from New
I
York.
don't know. I don't listen to any of theirs
And don't ever come back.
music.
Why?
Because I was a Marine, and I once lacked courage.
Never been
Everyone
into
deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
Should have fucking bet then, you dick.
That was fixed of gangsters looking to get square.
Speaking of the game.
LAPD cops might be involved.
Could
Either
it
of
be?
you two sons of bitches
Shut the fuck up,
know
Fash.
anything about that?
No,
Dick.
sir.
So, the dead wop who turned up in this theater, who
so
used to be a
fucking
boxing
aggressive.
director, who murdered Candy
Fuck.
Edwards,
Yeah, that.
has nothing to do with the fix?
Absolutely not.
Earl, you're doing venereal disease citations until you can learn to stop lying to me.
Man, that's
Phelps?
horrible.
Got anything to add?
No, sir.
Get your uniform from your locker.
You're back on the street.
Man, just proves how much you like the song, I'll tell you. Oh dear. Ooh, I like that shit.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy.
For me,
just get over there.
That's gonna be the hunter's new ride.
What's with that getup of yours anyway? I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
Fuck off, didn't even drive properly.
Seem distracted. We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
Oh, shut your puss, you fucking dick. Oh, I actually hate this guy you've got to work with. He's a fucking cunt.
Second floor, apartment 6, in the back.
Thanks.
I've got no idea.
Mikowski, you made Homicide.
That I did.
Most probably when the
Good to
next
see you,
DLC comes out
You
or
want a
something.
hug? Or can we get on?
Relax, Rusty. 26 years old, fashion model.
Found in the tub by cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead. Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
Be my guest. Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly. Very unusual ring.
Could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire.
Bruising on the forearms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down, and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Maybe. No.
Alright man, no worries.
Looks like barbiturates. Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone over 45 who would wear one. Barbiturates. What else is rattling around in this thing? We should speak to her doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
I don't think this is going to help us. It doesn't appear to be connected.
Oh, it's my song. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Okay.
I doubt it.
I thought it was going to be a song about how grumpy you are.
This was a Psy killed me.
On Battlefield.
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
But this is the version done by Disturbed, which I quite like. I like both versions, but I quite like this one.
Been a modeling assignment. It's a place to start. Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact. Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
So she wasn't mad at anyone in particular?
No, men were usually besotted with Miss Julia, not the other way around. I don't think Miss Julia was ever in love with anyone.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Men friends, Mrs. Reynoldson. Spill it.
I will not spread gossip about Miss Julia. She was very nice to me.
I don't care if she was the Virgin Mary's sister. Who was she humping? You changed the sheets.
You're disgusting. If you're going to take that tone, I won't answer any more questions.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement.
This song played at my funeral.
Well, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the
So
jacket?
who's just sent me a message?
You think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know.
So the loot?
I'm a Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're fucking. They're pretty fucking fast motherfuckers. They are.
Mal will be pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
I think our work is done here.
So I need to do them public events.
Oh well, alright. I'm back to the coroner's office then.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
Oh shit!
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Your investigation is much more important than mine.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
What? Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Very little. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
She was disturbed, though.
Not in a conventional sense. She had trouble sleeping.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Benzedrine!
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
If you don't mind, I have patients to see too.
Hurts to walk,
chilling,
hurts to sit
chilling
down,
behind
and
him,
now I got police and riding
checking
like
out
a criminal.
your defences.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
I say we check out the dress shop.
Oh. I'll be getting shouted on again in a minute.
The old boy's lying.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of your own patient.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got...
I'll be back in a moment.
So much shit exploding.
What are we waiting for?
So it looks like nobody's come to this one.
Wake up, Cole. Hey, Cole, let's get moving. Cole, we got things to do. What are we waiting for?
I'm back.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
I'm going to end the stream after this part.
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, a wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
Hey, Daniel.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune.
No name, Daniel.
Must really love
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, he don't visit me anymore.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Look, lady, you need to give me something. Do you know anybody who would have cause to harm Julia?
No. Really, Mr. Phelps. Julia's my friend. I don't know why anyone would want to hurt her. She's okay, isn't she?
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Can you join me? Well, no, I'm just running solo.
I'm doing good, Daniel. I'm just about to end the stream here while I go eat. I should be back in about 20 minutes.
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Now I'm going to end the stream here, so I will be back in about 20 minutes, guys. But for now, I will catch you later. Bye! Fish, you're a cunt.